machine.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That's brought in downfield by London. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
In motion goes the tight end. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Dalton Kincaid, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 60.
Play action. It's Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line.
70 Ranger. Mustang 19. Hey, Crash. Ready?
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. 3, 19, 18. 19, Tiger, 19, Buffalo 18.
To throw is Sanders. He finds Taylor complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's good for a first down, his his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Second down and 3. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a 2nd and 10.
56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The right side here caught by Kincaid. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
These two teams all tied after one. This 2nd and 4. To the air, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're at the 1/4, the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Here's 2nd and 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Sanders. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. T.J. Sanders gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60. Dragon 60. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Over the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jets, first down.
Here we go. Strike.
1st and 10 at the
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Jets are 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again. Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Cougar 19. Warriors 70. Hey, smash. Lions. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught by Wilson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's go now. 70 Timber, Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Sanders going to throw again. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get a second one.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. Touchdown, Bills! From 3 yards out. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Jason Sanders.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Now Sanders. And he completes it to Wilson. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. And now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Go 80.
Sanders to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Liking 18. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing, Sanders. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
That's pulled in at the 32. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing now is Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
There he goes, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 62 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Bills 28, Jets 14.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try and duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
319. Regular. Look out.
Allen going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Allen. That's brought in downfield by London. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Drake London, 46 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jets 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Miscommunication on the ladder. The ball is out. Oh, good-looking return set up here. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2nd and 6.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the draw, it's Hall. Oh, he caught on the carpet, a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Drake London with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Jason Sanders.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bills 42. Jets 14. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they put a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Ready,
Thanks
set.
for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready, ready.
Throwing again at Sanders. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Let's go.
Here's Sanders. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hall. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Jets on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. An extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Jets 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 35, and he dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Sanders now to have the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
49-yard line.
Hall again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 48 yards. And the Jets get a bit closer. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Jets, 28.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Drake London, 42 yards. And the Bills are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
In fact, there's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
19 Tiger, 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10
Here we go,
at the
here we go.
36-yard line.
They'll run with Allen. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready, hey, check out.
Now a carry for Allen. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now to this point.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys? Or is he just going to try to attack and try to find a way to take the ball away from him?
But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Go.
They'll run for it. This is Allen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing a fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
First and 10
Let's go now.
at the 16-yard line.
18. Ready,
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Come on.
Here's Allen. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Buffalo,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' and spittin' up every hour. Look mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody powers.